What's up, everybody, and welcome to Blue Couch Chronicles, the podcast. I am your host, Janae Adele, and I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited to be here. This is my very first episode. It's been a long time coming, and I'm just so excited. I'm here with one of my counterparts, but we are finally here at Blue Couch Chronicles, the podcast, a place where raw and righteousness meets therapy and theology. Just a little tidbit. I am not a licensed professional counselor, but you can come sit on a blue couch and let all your business out to me. That's what we're doing today. Anyway, moving right along, I have my counterpart here, my one of my besties for the rest of what do I call you? She's one third of the creep squad, the holy hoochie creep squad.
Mother creep.
Mother creep is what we call her. None other than the lipstick bandit, Miss Avy Baby, Miss Juicy. Miss Juicy Baby. The lipstick, you gonna be addressed as the lipstick bandit or
You could call me AV Baby.
or Miss Juicy?
Miss Juicy. Only a few people call me that.
Miss Juicy Baby.
Only a few people call me Miss Juicy, but I prefer AV Baby.
Okay, but anyway,
Doesn't matter.
before you even introduce yourself, this is my girl, okay? This is my girl. I met Avis when I was a freshman at the Johnson C. Smith University. She was my RA. I stayed on the fourth floor. I don't know how I was so fat staying on the fourth floor. The fourth floor with not an elevator in sight at a historically black university. Okay, trying to move my stuff in.
Okay.
And you were my RA. And I didn't even know you were from Suitland. We're both from Suitland, okay? Very much
Shout
Suitland.
out PG. Pretty Girl County.
Okay. And we were both from Suitland. People don't know Suitland is really the hood.
Urban. I like to call it the urban area.
I'm glad we made it out.
Yes.
I'm glad we made
I'm
it out.
still there, but
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We made it
Still
out.
there.
But I met Avis on the campus of the Johnson C. Smith University, and you've pretty much been my sister ever since.
Ever since.
But I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited
Say
to be
hello
your
to the
first-
people.
Hello, people, again. I'm Avis, also known as the Lipstick Bandit, a.k.a. the people's favorite.
My
Your
favorite.
favorite Zeta, your favorite RA.
Okay, Z Kitty.
Okay.
You ready for homecoming or no?
I'm ready for homecoming.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm
This
excited.
This is my favorite Zeta, for sure.
Love y'all.
I only know like two of y'all.
It's okay.
But-
It's okay. It's okay. But I'm happy to be here. Thank you. I'm excited to be your first guest.
Oh my God, I'm excited for today's topic because
Yes.
it's so needed and I cannot wait.
Let's get
But
into
without
it.
further ado, we're going to move right along into it, okay? Question before we get started. Just a quick tidbit. I've always, I'm a preacher's kid. My mom's a pastor. My father's a bishop-elect. I grew up in the church. I grew up in Free Gospel Deliverance Temple. I know what it means to be in church to the crack of dawn, okay? I know what it means to go to the school of the church and wear my uniform to church that night because I would get dropped off to school in the morning. And then this one, Prophet Tall Hall, was, when he was a little underground prophet, okay? He was an underground prophet. This before he came big on the TikToks and was shouting and stuff. I knew Todd Hall back when I was 6, and you
Okay.
didn't want to look at his eye because you didn't want to receive that prophecy.
Okay.
But I'm a preacher's kid. I grew up in church all my
I
life.
grew up in the church too.
You know, I'm a holy hoochie now, but
Shout out to them holy
the
hoochies.
holy hoochies, baby. I heard. Listen, that's sorry, ma. That's,
I'm looking for the thunderbolt.
Lord, don't strike me, Jesus. I'm trying to make it in. But no, it's back in the day. You used to hear songs. You used to hear a lot of things, and they resonate with me now as an adult. I didn't. Okay, so I want to ask you, what's some songs that resonate with you that you heard church gospel songs at that gospel songs? I mean, because right now, Return of the Mac resonates with me. So we're going to specify gospel songs that you resonate with now. Like it hit different now as an adult than it did as a youth.
I would say we talked about this earlier, the Yolanda Adams song, Still I Rise. The first time I heard that song, I was shout out to Andrew Jackson.
Period.
I was in the 8th grade. I was going through it, y'all.
In the 8th
middle
grade.
school is rough.
Because that's why she on the couch. We know our chairs are green, but this is still the blue couch. Okay, if you've been in
8th grade
therapy.
was rough, and the girls, they danced to that song, and I just started boo-hoo crying.
Were you tearing at school?
Yes, in the 8th grade. And
You caught
that
the Holy
song,
Ghost?
no,
At school?
not in the lunchroom, no. I don't
Okay.
think I knew what the Holy Ghost was at that time. But anyway, that's one of my favorite songs when I'm going through it. That one, the Williams Brothers, Still Here.
Cool and water?
No,
Oh.
Still Here. Through it all.
That's very safe.
Yes, exactly.
That's very
I
safe.
have a long list. I have a whole gospel playlist that I play when I'm feeling down. And I'm trying to think. While I think, what is yours?
Mine is okay. One a big one is order my steps. Okay, and
Mm-hmm,
here's why.
mm-hmm.
Actually, Blue Couch Chronicles is a thing that I've asked God to order.
Okay.
This is a step that I needed God to order that
Mm-hmm,
I desired for Him to order.
mm-hmm.
So when I listen to the lyrics now, back then I was like, oh, that lady singing opera,
She
humbly
sounds good.
I ask thee.
Stop.
But then when I listen to the words now, like one day I was just driving in the car and it came on. My playlist
Mm-hmm.
goes from yeah, glow to order
Yes.
my steps.
Okay.
So I'm listening to the lyrics and she's like, humbly I ask thee, teach me your will while you are working
Mm-hmm.
to help me be still.
Mm-hmm.
Because, say, baby, I felt the tongue. I felt, okay, I
Exactly.
felt my Spanish speaking country was about to come out. It was saying, humbly I ask thee, teach me your will to while you are working, help me be still because
Mm-hmm.
Satan is busy,
Mm-hmm.
but God is real. And it's the world is ever changing, but
Yes.
God is still the same.
Yes.
Baby,
You can use that in I
in
feel like
every
every
aspect
aspect
of
of
life.
life, okay? Whether it's at work, relationships,
Every aspect of
friendships.
life. And there's another
Yeah.
one. This is not a well-known one, but if you were like a millennial church kid or from back in the 90s, baby Mary, they were them people. Okay, when they came out, they were like the Beyonces.
Right.
That was the Destiny's Child of
Mm-hmm.
gospel.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a song on their first album called Somebody.
Yes. I like that
And
song.
the lyrics like
Uh-huh.
anybody has bad days
Mm-hmm.
when you feel like no one
Mm-hmm.
cares
I
are there.
wouldn't necessarily have to say I know the words to that. But I know what
But
you're talking
baby, she
about.
like
I had that
call
first
your friends
album.
in the middle of the night and they just can't
Yes.
be there. But I know
Yes.
someone who's available
Yes.
and they'll answer every time you call.
Yes.
He will never leave you alone. That's just the kind of anyway. Save my singing for the shower. That's when I turn into Beyonce all in his mouth like liquor. I told y'all my playlist goes from one extreme to the next.
But yeah,
But those two,
yeah, but I have like an ever changing playlist. But yeah, I feel like those two. So.
I mean, like
Mhm.
listening to gospel music back then, Kirk Franklin, I wanted to
Mhm.
stomp all over the place. Because we couldn't wear red lipstick. And we had to wear skirts down to our knees. So,
Well,
Kirk
see, it was a
Franklin's,
little different. I'm United Methodist, so
I was apostolic.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay,
I know it's a
apostolic.
little different,
You
so
walk in Bishop Green Church, and if you was a crackhead, you're coming out clean. Okay, and that's just the truth.
I know because I feel like now with church now, I feel like they're. I don't know. I know for us, it's a lot more casual nowadays. I don't know.
One of my friends on
I don't know
Instagram,
if it's still like that
she
in
calls it
church.
sexy church. Shout out to Tamara Jade. She calls it sexy church.
Yeah, because it's like when I went to the Kirk Franklin show,
They was drinking.
they were drinking the cut waters. No judgment, because I wanted one, but I was like, not at the Kirk Franklin, the crop tops. I saw some hoochie daddy shorts.
I would have probably had a little drink at the Kirk Franklin show.
Hell, it's hot.
It is, and I'm not trying to burn. I don't want to go to the fiery furnace, child. But I know, you know what? Enough about the Holy Ghost until the
Okay,
people start to
okay.
receive. But next question that I want before we get started on our topic, and we love a good question of the day here, guys. Okay, what's one job that you will want to do? I don't want to say that's kind of impossible or that because I have the job that I always want to do. I just want one night.
hmm
So what's one job that you would like to do just for one night to try it out?
Be a backup dancer for Beyonce.
That's everybody's dream. That's
I
my
don't
dream
think
too.
that's everybody's dream because a lot of people can't dance.
I would love to.
Okay, just for one night, have my little costume on, look around everybody on mute.
So
Real
I want to
cute.
dance too.
That, what kind of dance?
I want to be a stripper for one night. Sorry, Ma. I just want to see how much I will make.
What song would you come out to, and what would your stripper name be?
Oh my God. I think my stripper name would be
Candy.
Candy. Now my stripper name could be. I told y'all this is a place where raw and righteousness. Okay. I know we just switched gears really fast.
Yeah, really quickly.
Really quickly. This is 2/3 of the Holy Hoochie Creep Squad here.
Okay. Jesus, take the wheel.
Take the bills. Okay. I know how to drive. Um, what will my stripper name be? Vanilla Cocoa Milk.
That is a lot, friend.
Oh, but I like that.
That's
Vanilla
a
Cocoa
long
Milk.
name.
And you know where I got that name from? I
Where?
was looking at wigs for
That sounds like a
homecoming.
perfume.
I was looking at wigs for homecoming, and one of I love me a good blonde.
A good
One of the
blonde.
blondes' name were of the
Vanilla.
wig was Vanilla Cocoa Melt, and I'm just
Vanilla
like
cocoa, like melt, like melting,
like melt, like melt. It
like the
get a little
cheese
creamy around
melt.
these parts, melt, melt.
Okay, and so what song would you come out to?
What song would I come out to? Mm. I'm a holy hoochie from the '90s, okay? All
Okay.
this new music. I grew up in the '90s. I want to
Okay.
come out to probably like Butterfly, that's old. Or I would want to, no Tootsie Roll. Vanilla Cocoa Melt.
No, not
Okay,
for
I
no,
will come out to Go
no.
Sheila. It's your birthday. Go Sheila. It's,
No, they're
no,
gonna throw
no,
quarters at you. No.
no. Luke and the Two Live Crew.
No, you need something hype.
The birthday song. If it's your birthday, no, like Go Sheila. It's your birthday. That's DJ. That's
Mm-mm.
Luke and the Two Live Crew.
Think about, what's our show? P Valley.
I don't watch P Valley.
You don't watch P
Sorry.
Valley?
Is my
Okay,
black
never
card being
mind.
taken? I've never seen
Revoked.
one episode of P Valley
Okay.
or
Or
Power.
even the Players Club, like.
She came out the seems like you're ready, and we know R. Kelly's not ready.
Right. No, but I'm not saying come to that, but some Two Live Crew, you wanna.
Yeah, Go
Okay.
Sheila.
But you know what? This is your dream job, so you can do whatever you
I
want.
thought you were supposed to come out to Go. Okay, so it's
Well,
a
a
song.
lot of them come out to rap songs. I'll probably come out to like some Boss Man D-Lo. Shout out
I
to
don't want
Boss
to come out to no hood nigga shit. Sorry.
I think I would.
I'm sorry. I would come out to so it's a song on. If you watch the movie Baps, Baps is one of my favorite movies.
Yes, mine.
If you watch the movie Baps, and when they were in the club, and Niecy, no, not that slow song. Niecy was going down the Soul Train line, and it was like,
yeah,
go,
yeah.
go.
And the old man fell out.
Uh-huh.
It was like,
Giddy up, let's ride. Giddy up. It's Mr. Melly, sir.
yeah,
you know,
could do something like that.
I would do that. That would
okay.
be me.
Okay.
So your job is a backup dancer for Beyonce.
Backup dancer.
But I feel like
or like an actress or something. Like if I could be in a movie, like a.
But I feel like that's doable. Me being a stripper is not doable.
I think it is. You know they got big girl strippers.
I want to do amateur BBW night.
I'm not. I can't. Do you see how they be dancing? I don't have the knees for that. Mm-mm.
These knees are made for shouting and praying.
Exactly.
Okay? Hallelujah.
I don't think I have the knees that Beyonce has.
No, but I'm saying I feel like all you have to do is go to like an audition.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't really get up on the stage and on the pole.
Right. Okay.
I would not like. I mean, I do kind of see how much I would make. Do you think I would make a lot?
I think you would.
I just need a good mortgage payment.
Yeah.
5 minutes. Just give me 5.
10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it in 5.
Yeah, you can do it in 5.
I just want one night. Sorry, Mom.
Okay.
Sorry, Mom. But speaking of BBWs, you know why we're here today.
Yes.
We have an amazing topic for you guys. Sorry for the wait.
That's sorry for the wait.
Sorry for the wait. But we have an amazing, but I think is a much needed topic.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about this a lot in our group chat, but I don't think people really see what's going on here, or well, they probably don't experience it because they've never been heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I've been heavy all my life, pretty chunky.
Same.
Same. You've been, pretty juicy.
Yes.
You know what they say about the BBWs now.
Okay.
That's neither here nor there. But
topic.
next. But so okay, I have been on a weight loss journey for the past couple of years. My biggest being 293.
Okay.
Okay. I've never had a problem bagging anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm noticing nowadays that I've started to lose more weight.
Mm-hmm.
The men's is telling me don't lose the weight.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been chunky all my life.
Okay.
Where was your antennas at in 7th grade when I wanted a little crush and y'all wasn't liking the fat girls? But now I'm seeing like an influx. You know who loves us the most? The trainers at the gym.
I've heard that.
The trainers at the gym. And I'm kind of perplexed.
Mm-hmm.
The trainers at the gym.
I see that a lot.
Sometimes I'm like, are you hollering at me or are you trying to pitch me a package for weight training?
Probably both. Who knows?
But I'm noticing the more and more I lose weight, the more and more, like, I had a little person tell me, they wouldn't talk to me if I got too much smaller. I had a man come in Ulta, and I don't know why this man came in Ulta to express his concern about his wife's weight to me. His words specifically. I make everybody feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
His words specifically were, I told my wife if she lost too much weight, we done.
Hmm. But you know, they do that quite a bit. If you watch My 600 Pound Life, a lot of them, that's what ends up happening. No, seriously, they lose. They're with these women who are morbidly obese, and then they get the surgery. They start losing the weight. You know, they start doing better, and then they're out of there.
I mean, okay, so I'm comfortable with myself. I wanted to
Mm.
lose weight because I didn't like breathing heavy going up the damn steps. Okay, I want to, I wanted to shrink the gut, keep the butt. And let me make this clear. It's a lot of men in my DMs ask me if I still have my behind. You're asking me about a behind that I wouldn't let you touch with the hands of God. That is not your concern. And it's kind of blowing. You're trying to work on your
Hmm.
health, and you have men like don't lose too much weight or don't. Is it which one is it? Do you want me to be snatched or do you not?
So, have you noticed a big difference in how you interact, like in terms of your interactions with people? Like, do you think things have changed in terms of since you losing weight with how people
Um,
interact with you, or do you feel like it's kind of the same?
I feel like I've always been that girl. Like
Yes,
I'm
you
not. I don't
have.
think I'm a bad bitch. I don't think I'm a good girl. I'm just like
Mhm.
that girl.
Mhm.
But I do see a difference in. I mean, I get approached more.
Mhm.
I feel like I got approached back then, but my whole thing is, it's like the moment you start losing, it's
Mhm.
like, oh, I don't want you to lose that much weight, or don't lose too
Mhm.
much weight, or did you lose your butt, or are you gonna lose your shape?
Mhm.
But where was this energy?
Right.
But I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Do you feel that if you lost weight, you would get more
Probably more than
play?
likely, and I think it's just how in society how it
How it
is.
is? But even with an influx of men, well, I'm not even gonna say influx. This is why how I really what I really believe. I really believe now that we're older, men are more comfortable with being open
Yeah,
to
I agree.
bigger women.
I think
Back
so.
when you were younger, maybe like middle school, high school,
Yeah.
even some into college,
Mhm.
they
Right.
were not as comfortable to say,
Mhm.
hey, I'm a BBW lover.
Mhm.
All y'all love me,
Exactly.
and I know it. My DMs say, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But okay, for instance, homecoming is coming up.
Homecoming is a few days
Have your
away.
DMs cracked?
No, and that's fine. I'm good.
Your DM. I feel like
I'll be.
I'm not even going to speak on college. I'll say there's a lot of men from my high school, and their favorite words are, "Oh, I always wanted you." No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Right.
No, you didn't. Because why didn't you say it then?
Did you have interactions like were you cool with them prior to this?
I was a
Prior to you losing weight or
I was a very popular girl
mhm.
in high school and college. So yeah,
Mhm.
I knew everybody. Everybody knew me.
Mhm.
Like no, it's not even me trying to big up myself,
Right.
but
No,
it's
I relate.
I know what it is now. It's because y'all fat. And now, now you want me. Now you done gained the person, and now you want me.
No.
No, we're not about. That's not the energy I want to match.
You're
No, I'm just
right.
kidding. And I
No.
don't discriminate. Like
Right.
I like. And let me tell you something. The smaller ones
I
love
love
a
them.
hefty woman.
If you're seeing this, I love you all.
I don't discriminate, but it's just the ones that's like that you wouldn't have approached me then.
Right.
And like again, I feel like they're more comfortable with being open to dating heavier women. I know a lot of men who just like, no, that's what I like. I
Right.
know some men who don't want a smaller girl at all.
I mean, I think now, I feel like now, yeah, like you said, as we get older, people do have their preferences and things like that.
Well, let me switch gears with you for a second. How do
Okay.
you feel when you're dating or when you're going out with someone as a plus size beauty, I must say? And let me just say this. Let me pause real quick. Let me put a pin in you. You a bad sister, baby.
Thank
You're not
you.
average. You
Thank
are not
you.
average.
Thank
You're
you.
not
Same to
average.
you, sis.
Thank you. And
Lit.
and you shouldn't let anybody treat you like you're average.
No, of course not.
I'm just
That's with
saying.
any woman. Yes.
I'm just saying. But go ahead. Sorry.
You done?
I'm done. I just had to praise you for a little bit.
Well, I
No
appreciate that.
problem. Because yeah.
I would say I feel like yes, now as an adult, over especially in my 30s, I know what I want and what I'm willing to accept and what I'm not going to accept. So I think it's a lot different. I will say my dating experiences are a lot better now as a grown adult versus being in college and high school and stuff like that.
So, okay.
Because I didn't really date in high school, college, not really either. I felt like I've dated more since I've graduated college and things. And I think, again, I'm more aware of what I want. And I feel like the guys I date, like my weight and stuff, it's not a topic of conversation. It's never been a topic of conversation. And I really appreciate that.
I wish I would date somebody and my weight is a topic of conversation.
Yeah, I think that's weird. I don't know.
I mean, it's a topic of conversation now because, like, don't lose too much, but
Right.
because they just like what they like, well, it's like, whatever.
Right. Yeah, but even then I've never experienced that in terms of my weight and things. I felt like that happened more so again in high school, like you said with guys, they didn't know what they wanted. They were scared and stuff, but as an adult, no.
And now
Not
I
at
meet a
all.
lot of y'all. Y'all ain't scared at all now.
No,
Jesus,
not at
my
all.
Lord.
Exactly.
Back of all. No, I'm just kidding.
Because I do now I can see if they're concerned and things like that, but no. If my weight is a topic of conversation and things, I don't need to be with you.
So I want to switch gears for a second in friendships because I've typically always been the fat friend.
Yes, me too.
I mean, now we got
Until
now we just
until
fat
the first
together.
one- right, exactly.
Chubby buddies. Chubby buddies. But
Put it on a shirt.
Put it on a t-shirt. I mean, I've never dealt with like anything like this in my friend group, but I've read and I've seen a lot of people do have like when you are the fat friend and you're the fat friend that's bad, you cute, you could dress, you know.
Mhm.
A lot of the friends have a problem with that. Have you experienced that? Or
I'm-
like I won't say have a problem with it, but they have shown some like for instance, if you're somebody is trying to talk to you.
That has happened to
Okay,
me.
please,
That has happened
please,
to me.
please
This
share.
happened a few years ago. We went out. It was a group of us. It was maybe three of us. We went out to happy hour, lit on U Street somewhere. For
Okay,
happy
because you
hour.
always in that damn DC.
Okay, exactly. That's where I make my money. But no, went out to happy hour. I was looking real cute that day, real cute.
Mm-hmm.
And guys were approaching me. And the people I was with is usually the friend who is always getting approached.
Okay.
The person I was with, they're usually the one who's always getting approached. And so, but it was like the other way around.
Mhm.
And it was funny. Our other friend, a guy came up. He was like, "Oh, I like your outfit. You look good." I was like, "Thank you." So then our other friend, he was like, "Well, what about her? She's cute too." He was like, "Yeah, but I like her outfit
But I'm focused
better."
on you. Right.
Exactly. So that's happened before, and it was another time. I feel like it was a few years ago where the same thing happened, where guys were trying to talk to me, and that person was kind of like trying to take the attention off, which is it's okay, girl.
And do you think that the attention was being taken because you're heavier? Do you think that the weight played a part?
More than maybe.
Cause what else? Yeah, you pretty,
Yeah, 'cause
she's
like,
pretty.
right, exactly. Like I said, this is the friend who's usually the friend that's kind of usually on the sides, where she's the one who's usually getting approached, and I think maybe she wasn't used to that. I don't know. It probably could have been a factor. Like I don't know.
But I will say, Avis, you're not just pretty. You can dress. Your hair is popping. You have your own style. Like, but you're also a good time.
I'm a
Your
vibe.
personality, you are a vibe. So maybe it had nothing to do with the weight.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't
Maybe it
think.
had everything to do with who you are.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it necessarily had to do anything with the weight. I don't know, but I could tell it was a shift when it happened.
It was a shift in the atmosphere.
Has that happened to you?
It has happened to me, not with any of my recent friend groups that I have, like, you, and I have friend group with Christina and Cassie. I have one with you and Quinn and my other friends. But I've seen it happen with other bigger women.
Really? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because what I have noticed growing up, and I don't know why y'all think this is a compliment. Oh my God, you're so confident.
I know. That's a backhanded
Like,
compliment.
I get it, but thanks.
Exactly,
But it's just
yeah.
like,
It's a backhanded
what if I was
compliment.
a toothpick? What if I ain't had no ass?
Exactly.
I would still have to be
Right, you still want
confident.
You're so bold.
Like
Right,
you're
exactly.
girl. I'm bold because I'm just loud and I'm from Suitland. Like you got to be bold around these parts. But I've seen it where like I may have been getting attention and I've been with other like bigger girls and they're not getting attention or whatever, and
Mhm.
it's just like they would try to be loud and I'm like, loud really don't get the man if
Mhm.
if we're specifically talking about in the realm of dating or men.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've seen that. Or like, at certain times I wasn't, popping coochies when I was younger.
Right.
But other people may have been, and they may have offered that over me to get, and it's like
Yeah, I get what you're
whatever,
saying. Trying to say, yeah.
yeah, I don't.
No, I wouldn't say I haven't experienced that, and hopefully I don't.
And
But
sometimes it's
yeah.
not about who's the biggest. Girl, you might just not look cute today. Like I'm just not saying like
Mhm.
that, but it doesn't have to do with
I
size.
mean,
It
it could
doesn't.
be a lot of factors
It
into
could be a lot of
why.
factors.
Yeah.
I mean, but there are times I'm coming out the gym and I look a hot mess. That's when I get it the most.
I feel the same way too. When I'm looking my roughest,
I'm like, sir, I have
I
a hole
should
in these
be in a
pants.
homeless shelter somewhere, looking rough, and then can I get your number?
Like I have a hole in
Huh?
my pants, sir, and it's probably on the
Exactly.
on the
I
back
got my
side of
Crocs
me. I
on.
had listen, okay.
I got my shirt. I just
I'm
drew
sweaty. I
the
just got out
right.
the sauna.
Exactly.
What do you want? Do you like homeless
Exactly.
women? Because that's how I look.
But that's when I feel like I would get approached a lot. Yes, when I look the roughest.
Listen, that's how I feel. Like
Mhm.
when I'm looking but it's a thing where I feel like okay, so I have a lot of girls that have come up to me or just in general in talking, and they're like, I think I'm single because I'm fat.
Mhm.
I'm like, I ain't never met a nigga
Mhm.
or I never seen a man that I didn't want that I wanted and I didn't get it because of weight.
Right. I felt at one point in time I did feel that way, but now no. I don't. Whether you're big, small, skinny, no leg, two legs, no arm, it's just rough out here.
Listen,
It's just rough. I know the skinny girls, the big girls, medium
listen,
girls, medium girls.
listen,
We all.
listen.
It's all. We
It's
all.
rough for everybody.
Exactly. That's what I
Listen,
tell my married friends. I'm like, look, y'all, work it out because you don't want to be out this dating
you don't
pool.
want to be out here
Is
on
the
the other
Anacostia River,
side.
okay? It's the
The
Anacostia,
data pool is the
okay?
Anacostia River.
The dating
I'm
pool
losing it. It's giving
is
Lake Lanier,
okay.
okay?
Death, okay? It's and I really,
Okay?
like I said, I don't. I mean, I think weight could have a factor in it,
Mm-hmm.
but also, like I said, we not the only ones who's
Struggle.
struggling out
Listen,
here.
listen. I've had a lot of women like say, or I've seen a lot of, who gonna
Hmm.
want me because I'm fat, or who gonna, girl, what? Listen, this. Yeah, I'm about to say, baby. I was about to say something off the
I
wall.
think but I think sometimes women, people, and not just even women, maybe bigger men too, they feel like their weight has a factor in just how they live. But I learned early on, if you want to lose the weight, go ahead and lose the weight. But in the process of you trying to lose the
Yeah,
weight, you still need to live. You
you
still
need to
need to
live your life.
live, right? You still got to live your life because it is not guaranteed that we're going to be here
No, that's like I hear a lot of.
tomorrow,
"Oh, I want to go
next
to the
week.
beach. I'm gonna wait to get my summer body to wear this bathing
Exactly.
suit.
I'm gonna wait until I
Girl, it's
lose.
gonna take you about 3 years to get that summer body
Exactly.
together. Go to the beach.
Exactly. I want to do this. I want to do that, but I can't because I'm fat. No, girl, do
Oh
it
my God.
now.
I
Exactly.
sometimes hate that sad song too. And to my
Mhm.
bigger woman, I'm a woman of the community. I
Woman
do
of the
not,
community.
everything is a community. Everything
Exactly.
is a community
Plus
these days
size.
of the plus size community. That really irks my spirit when you like, oh, I gotta wait to do something because
Don't get me started.
get started.
No, no, no. But I think too. It depends on both my parents. They came from two really big
Hmm.
sibling groups. I'm the only child, so I'm very independent. So if I want to
Hmm.
do something, I'm going to do it. I don't have time to wait on
Baby,
somebody. Because
listen.
it is, certain things like, oh, dang, I would love to do this with a man. I would love to get dressed up, go here. But then if I do that, the world is going to blow up. Climate change and all of
Climate
that.
change. Baby,
You
Jesus
know,
finna come back. We might as well go ahead
exactly.
and
Everything, So I need
live.
to, I can't wait on the next person, the next man, the next woman, whoever to do what I need to do.
So if you're waiting like because of weight, like sorry for the wait, huh? Get that. But if you're waiting because of weight, like you would never. And I feel like there's a lot more plus size women now than there has been before,
Hmm.
especially with shout out to Fashion Over, baby. I'm always have me a good little Fashion Nova fit.
And Shein.
Look, I like to be. I like to give sex kitten all the time.
Not sex kid.
Baby Ashley Stewart don't do it for me sometimes. Okay.
Look, I had to use. Shout out to Ashley Stewart because Fashion Nova was not around when we were in college.
And
Okay.
Fashion Nova was a. I
We
feel
didn't
like
have no stores for Forever 21, none of that. I had to use Ashley Stewart and dots and rainbow. Okay.
dot baby dots. I'm losing it. And
Fashion bug.
fat fashion bug, please. She just took me out, and we can switch gears on that for a minute because I do feel like with a lot of the brands, like we only had Ashley Stewart for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Lane
you
Bryant.
had Lane Bryant,
But
which
they
I
super
did.
expensive.
I loathe some of those stores.
Torrid.
Torrid, like
If
y'all
I
don't have to
wanted-
make the calf of the boot that wide. Like
It's super wide.
you're not putting the boot on a hippopotamus.
I feel like with Torrid, it's giving Little House on the Prairie realness.
Torrid is giving very fat goth.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're like
the skulls and the
a
cats.
fat gothic girl.
But look, it was at North Lake Mall when I needed to go to a party to get cute.
Okay, so when did you
Torrid.
wear to the party? Because back then it was business
casual.
casual.
Girl, I used to wear my Easter dresses.
Not you
Go
used
on,
to,
go
not you,
on Facebook.
not you used to wear your Easter dress
Look, I
to
had
the
get in-
club.
Look, yes, girl, I had to get in where I fit in.
Okay, please do
I'm
tell us.
joking.
Wait a minute.
joking, not
Because I'm like, what? I'm about to go on Facebook right now. Like, what outfit? I'm looking for right now. What outfit did Avis wear to the party? Let me go on your Facebook page. Because you said your Easter outfit. Listen.
Look, I'm joking.
Listen. I mean, thank God Forever 21 started carrying plus size.
Yeah, after I graduated college.
Yeah, no. I really do thank God for things like Fashion Nova and stuff because Ashley Stewart always gave me Nikki Parker.
But Nikki Parker was flying. That's my girl.
Yeah, but I'm like, you're flying like an Ashley Stewart kind of way.
Well, she was older too, so.
She was, and no shade. Like I've gone into Ashley's and get some nice bras and stuff, but I just feel like I'm chasing Professor Ogilvy if I wear this. Like, and what
Hey,
13-year-old
Professor
plus size girl wants to be
Look, that's what we had back
dripped
then.
in Ashley
okay?
Stewart? Okay,
That's what we had. That's what we had.
like now you have other brands like Target is having their plus size brand. You have.
It's a lot of plus size brands out there, so.
I'm like, you 13 and you got on an Ashley Stewart get up. Like,
With your cardigan sweater.
with your cardigan sweater. I'm sorry, Ma. Nobody. Girl, you said dots. Fashion Bug took me out. Okay.
Kato's.
Kato's, baby, you might as well be core.
I was serving Deaconess
Catherine's.
realness.
You're 13 as a 13-year-old plus size girl back in the 2000s. You're giving Deaconess.
Romans. The catalog book.
Baby, what's the other one? Newport
JC
News, the catalog, the Newport
JC
News catalog.
Stayed in a Penny's catalog.
Stayed in a Penny's baby. I thank God. I thank God for a Fashion Nova.
Okay.
Fashion Nova, a Shein. What else? A
like
GT
Red
online, a Giddy
Dolls,
online.
Giddy online. It's some other places I haven't ordered in a while. I mainly, it's another one. It's a girl I follow on TikTok. She's plus size. She's about my height, but she's a little smaller. She be having all the stuff. She be looking good.
I like her. I need to go follow her. I'm saying I like her because you're telling me, but I definitely need to go follow
I forget
her.
her name though, but I can send you her stuff.
So, do you think you've had confidence factors, or was your confidence a factor? In as being someone who has been heavy all of their life? Do you think it played on you?
Oh, most definitely. Because I
Played
feel
on
like,
your mental.
of course, because I feel like being a plus size woman, girl, especially, I'll use college as an example. Maybe college and high school. I feel like it definitely played a factor in a lot of things in terms of just relationships, friendships, and things and stuff like that. Now, it's just who I am, if that makes sense. Confidence. Like, I don't have to be like, oh, I got to be the most confident in the room. But I felt like when I was in college and when you're in high school and stuff,
had to work harder.
Yeah, that's what I felt
work
like.
harder.
You know, like what they say with black people, you got to work twice as hard. Well, I feel like I will have to do that as a plus.
So we
size
black,
girl.
we're fat, and baby, all the odds are just stacked against me. 3 strikes, you're out.
Yes.
Listen,
But I do feel like, I felt like in college, in high school, I had to, work as
extra
hard
hard.
or be a lot more, okay, I got to go in there with this face. I got to do X, Y, and Z. I can't look sloppy. I can't do this.
Got to put your girdle on, child.
Right, got to put my girdle on. I can't just, show out and blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't care. how I look
Yeah.
or things like that. Because I know when I walk in the rooms,
Yeah.
wherever I go, I'm that girl. I know
Baby, always and
the room
forever.
shifts when I walk
Okay.
in. So
It shifts because it's ass to swing. It's like
no, stop. What about you? How do you feel? Do you term your
I mean, I've never been, there were times where I was at my heaviest. There were times where I wasn't as heavy, but I
mhm
always been pretty solid. I've always been pretty thick. This is just
mhm
who I am. I come from my mother is,
same
we got hips, we got butt, we got
mhm
boobs, we always have shape. And let me tell you something. I just want to thank God. I have a little boo thing. He calls these people BSS,
what is that?
a badly shaped sister. And I'm not body shaming at all. At all. We're not going to body shame at all.
No,
But I thank
please.
the Lord he made me a big girl with a shape. God knows I thank him for that. Because it could have been the other
I'm not gonna
way.
touch that.
It could have been the
I'm
other
not
way.
gonna-
I hope I don't get canceled after the first episode. But it could have been the
Exactly.
other way. But I'm just saying, I come from, that's just how we
Mhm.
shaped. We shape, and
Mhm.
and there are people with different shapes and sizes.
Mhm.
I didn't even know there was a thing called an apple shaped,
Yeah.
where it's like your stomach is like that's where most of your weight goes.
It's pear,
I didn't even know there
apple.
was like pear shape, apple shape. I
Mhm.
just, we just big bitches walking around here. That's just it. I didn't know I was Fruit of the Loom,
Yeah.
apple shape, pear shape, this shape.
Mhm.
But I've always, that's all I know. And even when you're growing up in the church, all you know is big women. Cause after church, your mother gonna cook something. And you gonna, you might go up to the
Mhm.
pastor suite, and
Not the
my mother was
pastor
on the
suite.
my mother was on the pastor's aid. Okay, Joyce was on the
My
pastor's
mom
aid.
sang in the choir.
Joyce sang in the choir and cooked the food.
Yeah, my mom
So
was on the
my arms.
homecoming.
I know I make some good potato salad and some good fried chicken or something like that. But that's
That
all I
is
was around.
right.
There's no one in my family that's a stick figure, even if
Mhm.
they are smaller.
Mhm.
There's nobody in my family that's skinny. You may even um you may even grow up
Mhm.
skinny, but you end up being you always been solid. So this is just
Mhm.
all that I know.
Yeah.
Now was I bullied as a kid and stuff like that? But yeah, that was short lived because I
Yeah.
always knew how to joan.
Right.
Like it was like, don't mess with that little fat girl right there, because once she start joning, she's not gonna stop. Now
Right.
I'm teaching DJ how to joan. I always knew how to joan. I was always
Mhm.
a pretty well dressed, cute little thing. I've had my Bama days. Who haven't?
Right.
But I think my confidence started playing a factor when it was just like trying to find my style.
Mhm.
I've always thought I've dressed pretty, but even now as losing weight, I'm like, damn, am I losing? I felt like I dressed better, bigger. Like if
Mhm.
that makes sense, because I haven't been this size. This is probably the smallest I've been since I don't remember.
Yeah.
But
But that could be. I mean, you lose a weight. I can understand because you're trying to figure out what fits,
I'm
what
trying to fit these
size.
jeans right now.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's understandable.
So it's just like one of those things where you're trying to you want to be comfortable in who you are
Mhm.
always. And sometimes I do miss my old body. I do miss my bigger
Mhm.
body. I haven't felt this light in a long time.
Mhm.
In a very long time.
Mhm.
So, the confidence thing, it could be because I'm having a bad day. It doesn't have to be because
Right.
of
Nobody is
weight.
always 1,000% on.
It's yeah,
Mhm.
like nobody, and I get that a lot, like especially somebody who's always on 90% of the time. If
Mhm.
I'm off, everybody's like, "What's wrong with you?" And then, girl,
Mhm.
I'm sleepy. I'm
Right.
chilling. I work a lot.
Uh huh.
I don't want to be on all the time. And I think even for bigger women
I
who
think as a plus size woman, I do feel like sometimes
you're always
we
on,
always do have to be the funny friend, the
girl,
loud, not necessarily the loud friend, but
it's
I do
like,
feel like
yeah,
but now lately I've learned how to decompress and step back from stuff because
yeah,
it can be
yeah.
overwhelming
It can be
always being
overwhelming.
on all the time.
On all the time. God. I feel like I'm one of God's favorite.
Hmm.
He not only made me the fat friend, he made me the funny friend, the cute friend, the wig wearing friend.
Exactly, not the wig wearing
Thank you,
friend.
Jesus. Kind of I can do makeup. I can do all that.
Right.
Kind of one of God's favorites over here.
Okay.
I could get hurt, nigga, yo, nigga. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. baby, this is Nene in real life. But I feel like you do always have to be on, kind of as the
Mhm.
bigger person. You always
Mhm.
gotta, you gotta be pulled up. Make sure your bra is
Mhm.
straight. You
Make
gotta
sure you,
make
like
sure
you said, have your Spanx
have your
on.
Spanx on. Sometimes I don't want to wear Spanx. Sometimes I
I
just,
don't.
I want to watch the waves.
Yeah.
Okay, I
And I
just
think
want.
that's okay. And I don't even, like I said, not even just plus size. I just feel like as women, we always have to be on.
We have to be, especially as Black women. There's never a day
Mhm.
where I'm off. I work
Where we
7
get
days a week.
right, same.
I work seven
Two
days a
jobs.
week.
Right.
So then, this weekend when we go down to the homecoming, I'm gonna be off.
Exactly.
On, but
I'm
definitely
about to
off.
show my
You about to show? Okay, so how do you feel now? Okay, you've graduated how many years ago?
14 years ago, 2010.
2010. For you, okay, you're coming up on your 15 year.
Yes.
It's been 13 years for me because we graduated a
14.
year apart.
Yes.
Because I feel like in school, you've always been AV baby. You've always
Mhm.
been who you were. But I feel like once you graduated, you had this newfound love for makeup. You've always been
Mhm.
in the beauty industry because most people
Mhm.
don't know you actually have a cosmetology license.
I do. I got it in high
You
school.
was a Cosmo
Shout out.
honey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cosmo honey.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what
Yes.
they were called at Suitland,
Yeah,
Cosmo
we called
honeys.
ourselves
Cosmo
Cosmo
honeys.
honeys.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I got my cosmetology license my senior year of high school.
So you
I hate doing hair, but I still renew my
you
license
need to,
every year.
you can grease my scalp every
I
now and
got you,
then.
girl.
Thank you.
Got some blue
Thank
magic.
you. Listen, okay? So I feel like you've had like a newfound love for like makeup, but you've always been into beauty because of your
Mhm.
license. But you've had like a burst of confidence once we
Mhm.
graduated, like your style changed, your how do you
Mhm.
feel when you go back to
Oh, I love
school?
it. It's I would agree to that because I felt like in college I was just there, not necessarily there,
Oh, you was that girl.
but I was that girl. But going back now made me
Mhm.
realize how much of that girl I was, if that
Right.
makes sense. And I will say, going to Smith and stuff, it did help
Okay.
shape me and mold me to the woman that I am today.
Okay.
And it feels great. I love when I go back.
The love is always real.
The love that I get when I step onto that campus always makes me feel good. It makes me feel
So
whole.
do you feel like, because I always thought you were very popular in
Mhm.
school, everybody loved Davis.
Mhm.
So do you feel like when you think about it back then, were you feeling like you were that girl then?
Yes and no. I don't know. That's a good question.
Like, do you feel like that?
Um,
Because like I said, a lot of people looked up to you. Everybody loved Davis.
I think I did.
But did you even know your strength of being that girl then?
No, I don't think so. I
Okay.
don't think so. That's definitely a good question. I don't think I realized how much of I think, like I said, I knew I was that girl. I knew I was a vibe and things like that. But again, I didn't realize that until after I graduated.
And maybe it's a 30s thing because sometimes you
Mhm.
reel me back in like, no, Nene, you that girl.
Right.
And I always think I'm that girl, but I
Uh
don't
huh.
always,
Sometimes you don't always feel that way.
every day you don't feel that way. And I reach
Mhm.
out to you. I reach out to Quinn. Call my little
Right.
yes sometimes, just to get me,
Right.
together. And I think maybe it's a 30s thing
Mhm.
where it's like, wait a minute, no. I am like you become
Mhm.
more of that
Right.
girl in your
It's part of
30s, especially
It's a
as
strength.
things start to shift.
Mhm.
Your relationships may shift, not just romantically, but your friendships may shift.
And
You
I think
know,
that's what it was in college. I mean, there was a lot going on. And, we had
hmm
classes. I was in sororities. I was in the clubs. I was an RA. So I had a lot going
yeah,
on. So at that time, I didn't really necessarily. I don't think I had the time to necessarily think about
being
right
like,
all of that. But then of course once we graduated and then as the dust settles and like we said going back to homecoming, that's when I realized like wait a minute.
he was that bitch.
Okay, hey. So yeah, but and I think not even just college. Even now, I think about like work when I go to work.
hmm
My part time job. Shout out
They
to
be on her.
when I be shout out to Capital One Arena. I
They be
love
on
y'all.
her at that arena. Okay,
When
they
I
be
come
on
in,
her. They be on her. Okay,
stop.
they be on my friend at the arena, baby. Okay, on her. Sorry.
Are we done?
No, they be on her. Had to put
But
on.
no, like I said, I think it just depends on. It's just we're on, we're off.
I think for me, watching you, I've watched you since I've known you in 2007. So I've watched you
That's so long
go.
ago,
Yeah, I
girl.
watched you when you had a perm. Okay.
Girl,
We had a perm, and I remember one year
relaxer.
you was like you didn't want to. This is when you were starting your locks, and you were
Hmm.
like you didn't even want to come out the house for like a year
Nope, I
straight.
didn't. People
You
didn't
didn't
even know
come.
I had locks until for like a year. They were like, "When did you get locks?" I stayed in the house. I think the only thing I did, I went to CIAA that year with my little baby locks, looking a mess.
But I feel like, and this is from friend to friend, from sister
Mhm.
friend to sister friend.
Mhm.
I've watched you just, um, I don't want to say levitate, girl. I'm not. I'm not.
Okay, Dua Lipa.
I'm not the dude voodoo. Okay, not levitate. I mean, elevate and just like kind of like transform into this being. Sometimes you may have to call me, and I'm like, do we need to pull up on a nigga? Do
Thank
we need
you,
to jump
friend.
somebody? And I'm,
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
always be that for my
And I
friends.
feel the same way about you.
Thank you, friend. And I feel like you're growing and growing and
Mhm.
growing to like this person who you're confident, you're in your own style.
You're
Like,
about to make me cry. Please stop.
okay, please, I'm gonna make, okay, I don't have any tissue. I think
Right, I
it's,
can't. I can't mess up my
I
beat.
don't
Go
have any
ahead.
butt tissue to wipe your eyes. But I just feel like I've watched you, like, even when you became a Zeta. Like, even when we first came to school, you were
Mhm.
our RA. We've always connected. Even when you found Dallas in the closet in the room, we got busted. Ava's busted us trying to sneak a boy in from one of
Right.
our friends, but that was so funny. But
That was. I forgot about that.
we tried to hide the man in the bathroom downstairs, and he locked it. Then somebody tried to
Right. I'm like,
open
why
the
is this
door.
bathroom locked?
Neither here nor there, but listen, we got the boy in. Um, I like meeting you in 2007, and then you were cool. Then I felt like you were that girl then, and I feel
Mhm.
like back then when I look at it as a grown adult now, I'm like I don't think Ava's knew who she was, like who
Mhm.
you really were then. And then when you became a
Mhm.
Zeta, you grew a little bit more. Cause I'm like, oh
Mhm.
look at my sis, she out there, she's doing her thing.
Mhm.
She's strolling. You were looking very cute. Okay,
Yeah.
very cute
I
strolling.
can't stroll no more.
Lord
I'm
Jesus,
a little stiff.
sorry,
I
practice,
gotta get
practice,
practice for home.
practice. And it's like you gradually just grew into this person. Like even me watching your dating life, like if we can get a little candid,
Mhm.
not too much. But I remember one time you were just like you were upset over this one person. Not
I'm trying to figure out who you talk about.
he's null and void. It's not even a big factor.
It.
But it was just like you were going on a date with somebody, and the date was just like it was weird. We don't have to go. I mean, unless it's the blue couch,
Who
okay?
are you talking about?
It
Give
was
me.
some guy. Basically, the guy stood you up. I don't know who. It's what
Oh,
I
was this?
say.
Oh, when.
This was way back.
Oh, okay, okay. I
I'm
know
just
who you
talking
talking
about
about. Okay,
your
okay, okay,
evolution, and
okay,
we
okay,
do. I'm sorry if a nigga ghosts me, I do be upset.
okay.
But
Was okay. I think I remember
I
that
can't even
one.
remember the boy name. But
I don't. I remember who you talking about. I
it
can't
was
remember
like back
him.
then. It was like you would be upset over. But now it's
Mhm.
like next. It's just like watching your evolution, and
Mhm.
I'm just very proud of you, even as a sister who's
Thank you,
in the
friend.
plus in the plus size community. Everything is a community. In the plus size community, I feel like your confidence, and I know that's not a compliment.
Mhm.
I
I get what you're saying.
but
Yes.
I hate to say that, but it's just like you've gone from 0 to 100,
And I feel the
literally.
same way about you,
Oh my
friend,
God, thank
because
you,
you're killing it
thank you.
in your weight loss. I'm so proud of you
Oh
in
my
this
God,
podcast.
oh my
And
God.
even, girl, let's take it back to parallel. Remember when you fell?
Oh my God, why would you?
But you
I did
swooshed.
fail. Okay, I did fall.
No, I'm
Okay,
joking. But
no, we can
no.
bring it up. We can
No, no,
bring
no,
it
no,
up.
no, no, no. But you killed it at the end. You did I remember
Oh
that.
my
You did a
God.
little.
I tried to do a little sex kitten on the floor like I
You
was crawling on the
did.
floor.
But
You
no,
know.
you're doing your thing. You're a great mom.
Oh,
You're a great
thank you.
sister. You're
Thank
just
you.
doing the damn thing, and I'm just so proud of you. And I'm so happy to be along on this journey with you,
Ah,
this life journey, because that's pretty much what
it's
we
never
all.
ending.
It's
Okay, I've had a
never
lot of friendship
ending.
breakups, and I'm
Okay,
telling y'all now,
and
y'all not
you
getting rid of
can't
me.
get rid of me, girl.
You
You
can't
can't
get
get
rid of
rid of
me.
me.
So
So just love you.
I love you more. One question before we close out. That girl in 2007 that I met.
Hmm.
What would this Avis tell that Avis?
Oh, that's a good question. You
What
want
would
me
this
to?
Avis tell that Avis? Take a moment and think about it.
Mm. Well, I think, what would you say to yourself?
Um,
Well, I think because that's a good
as the girl who came in freshman year
Mm-hmm.
to JCSU, I was very loud. I was very, ambitious, definitely confident type of person. But I would tell myself then, like, I think, I think I thought I was that girl then,
Mm-hmm.
but really exuding that quote unquote that girl energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and to me, being that girl is not worried about what other people are saying or thinking, or like
Mm-hmm.
stay in your own backyard.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my therapist taught
Mm-hmm.
me, to stay in my own backyard. This is the home that I own. Let me stay here.
I like that.
Like, and just to not dwell on, don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would tell myself, even though I was this confident girl, I was also a
Same.
very scared, very anxious girl. And I was scared to do certain things. And I would just say, do it. You know, step outside your comfort zone. I was so scared of rejection in
Mhm.
certain
Mhm.
things because I felt like I did certain things that boosted my confidence, but then I do feel like I held myself back. So to not hold myself back and just
Yeah.
do it. Just do it.
To add to that, I think another thing I would probably tell myself is let it go. Like, let
Yes.
go sooner.
Yes.
Like, if the nigga didn't call you back, so
So
what?
what? Okay.
So what?
So
Go
what?
talk
Yeah.
to his friend. No, I'm just kidding. No, for real. But like, so what? Like, it's
Mhm.
really not the end of the world. Like,
Yeah.
and don't be so fixated
Yeah.
on who likes you, or,
Who
if
doesn't?
you need a
Right.
boo, or like, have
Yeah.
fun.
Exactly.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Mhm.
all. Oh my God. I'm
Just
so glad we
live.
did this together.
Yes.
Holy Hoochie Cream
I
Squad.
hope this won't be my last time.
No, it won't be your last
Okay.
time here on the green
Blue,
chairs on the Blue
green
Couch
chair.
Chronicles. That's all we
Well,
have
thank you for
today for
having
you
me.
folks. I'm so glad you came.
Love you.
I'm so glad for sitting here. Just some parting words. I love y'all. Love yourselves. Hate to be so deep. Pray to who you're going to pray to. I pray to the one and only truly living God. We'll be back for episode 2 sometime soon, child. And baby, I see you at homecoming.
See you at homecoming, JC.
Why would you do that? SU. And we out. Why would you do that?
You supposed to say SU.
I
You supposed
did.
to.